YouTube, Shukenstroma here with a review of the Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger DX Geo Changer. So this is the changer for Zyuohger, obviously. So it is this really awesome sort of Rubik's Cube-esque thing that turns into a phone, and it's definitely more on the original side of things. I know a lot of people are tired of phone changers, but this one's definitely on the original side. Also included are 5 little tiny minifigures of the Zyuohgers, very much unpainted, and we'll take a look at those. Lights, sounds, awesome picture there. Pictures, you can all twisty on the top, do all the different modes, and we'll get into that to the best of my ability. Geo Eagle, Geo Shark, Geo Lion, Geo Elephant, Geo Tiger. Right down there. Really awesome actual little picture right there. So, this was released in February 2016 for about 4,300 yen or so, give or take, depending on where you picked it up. So let's go ahead and get this open and take a look. So here are the little minifigures. They're nothing to write home about. They're basically just like a really tiny version of a Sentai vinyl figure, but they don't move. So there's that. I don't know. Supposedly these are the same molds as the ones that are going to come with the mini cubes, which is a new line. I'm not sure if I'm going to get those or not. I'm leaning towards no at the moment, but supposedly there's the same figures that are included in those, except the ones that are included with the minifigure or mini cubes are better painted, like their chests are painted and stuff. So there's that. So here's Geo Eagle. The details are there in the chest and the helmet and everything, so they look nice. They're just not painted. Here is Geo Shark, Geo Lion. So I'm definitely glad that they took the time to actually sculpt each of them instead of having like just generic bodies like they would most of the time. So that is definitely really nice. And then finally you have Geo Tiger right there. So now let's get on with the actual Geo Changer. And here it is. The figures actually do absolutely nothing with the changer. I thought there might have been, when we first saw it, there might be a gimmick where you put in the figure or something. But nope, they're just a little bonus inclusion for whatever reason to jack the price up just a smidge, maybe, I don't know. But here is the Geo Changer. And like I said, it's a very Rubik's Cube-esque thing, except instead of all these different ways, you just have 3 layers that go horizontally. And the only one that actually rotates is this top one right here. And that will activate all the different modes. Default mode is with the phone on the red side right here. That will activate all of the phone noises, which there actually isn't that many of them. And if you rotate one, we'll do, 1 degree this way, you have the red side, which is the complete mode for the transformations. And then if we do it again, we have the complete cube side, which will activate all the sounds for the cube, the Geo Cube summonings. And then if we click it one more time, we have the complete Mecha. I'm probably going to say Megazord a lot, so just bear with me. Picture right here to activate all of the Mecha transformation sequences. And if we flip it back one more time, we're back to where we started. So that is the functions of the toy normally. Inside, right up here, is the main phone mode for the Geo Changer. It's pretty small. It's not too big. It actually fits really comfortable in the hand, from whether you hold it to the thicker part up here, or even if you hold it down here at the smaller part, it fits comfortably in the hand, no matter how old you are. So that is definitely really nice. Up here you have the phone for the phone mode. Phone mode? That's right. And as you switch it, you will get the different ones. So there's the transformation, there's the cube, and there is the Mecha. So that's a really cool touch as well, and it kind of has this nice little pixelated sort of screen going on here, and you have the usual signal strength, Wi-Fi, mail, and battery logos. Your battery's dying, so put some new ones in. Pop it on the charger. Do what you need to do. So yeah, you got the buttons right here. They're the nice sort of rubber buttons, so not any fear of them breaking or anything like that. Activate the cube modes, activate the transformation modes, activate the mecha modes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 might as well not be here. They don't particularly do anything. Those are the Geo Cubes that belong to Geo the World, the 6th Ranger, and we'll get to him in a while, in a couple months. So they don't actually do anything in here except make generic noises. There's already a 0 missing from this dial pad, so Honestly, I probably would have just ditched the 7, the 8, and the 9 since they don't really do a whole lot, and just maybe added a 0, I don't know. But regardless, they serve no real purpose, but you can press them, and they do activate some generic sounds. So that is that. Let's go ahead and turn it on. There's an on-off switch right here. It does take 2 AAA batteries, just like most Bandai Japan toys. Flip it on. There is an LED located right here on the back, right here. So the LED is right there, as you can see when we turn it on. And there is a, I think, 5-color LED inside of there, so that's really cool. And basically, it's positioned here because, kind of in a similar vein to like light piping and transformers and stuff like that, the light will shine from an LED here and go into this clear cavity right here, and that will make this area light up. So if I turn it on with the screen up, you'll get the red LED shining through there and it'll light up the screen. So that's a nice little touch. So I do dig that. It looks really weird when it's in the cube mode, just because you just have a random LED shining out of the back of the cube. But the way it works does make the screen look really nice. So that is that for the functions. Let's go ahead and get into the sounds. One thing I do want to say right off the bat is that I received this toy, it's basically defective. There is a couple sounds in here that won't play, and then a couple sounds that get cut off early and glitch. And I will point them out as we go. So bear with me here, and keep in mind, is what I was trying to say, that as it stands, the toy that I'm reviewing right now is defective, but there's enough here for me to continue to do the video. So I did not want to delay the video just because it was a little bit defective. I will point out the sounds that are missing, and you can go check out other reviews if you really want to hear them, but they're not super duper important sounds or anything like that. So if we flip this open, it does connect right there and right there. So you have the solid phone mode if you want to do that. In the phone mode, you can press any of the number pad buttons. And just get generic phone noises. But one cool thing you can do in the phone mode is press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, and you can get animal noises when you start rotating this thing. So just to do it generically, if it's closed, that is what you will hear. If we press a button, so that is the eagle's cry. Number 2. That is the shark sound. Number 3. You got the lion sound. 4. Elephant sound. 5. That's supposed to be a tiger. And 6. You get the gorilla sound, what actually sounds more like Tim Allen in Home Improvement to me. But hey, it's supposed to be a gorilla. Seriously, it sounds like Tim Allen. But anyway, the gorilla is a power-up mode or an additional mode for the Red Ranger Geo Eagle. In the show, it's not the actual 6th Ranger or anything, so don't jump to conclusions if you haven't actually read up on the show. The 6th Ranger is not the gorilla, it's just an additional mode for Red. Hopefully the others get additional modes later on in the show. Here is hoping. So that is that for the phone mode. If we go ahead and start the transformation mode, you get that cool sound, and you can press either of these buttons. And then 7, 8, 9 are just generic sounds. So let's go ahead and start with Eagle. Close it up and rotate. The LED does shine in the back here. So you get the transformation noise as well as the animal noise to signify what you turned into. Now, one thing I'm going to do for the remainder of them is to show them off as you have it opened, because the LED changes colors depending on what ranger you pick, and it does shine through up in here, and it's really pretty, and I just wanted to be able to show that off properly. Now, after you transform, if you go ahead and press the button again, or any of the buttons really, it'll say the name of the arranger, so Geo Eagle in this case. Those are the sounds of which mine's messed up. I can get Geo Eagle and none of the other 5. At least not complete. So I will press the button just to show you how glitched mine is. But those are the sounds that I have missing from mine, and I do apologize for that. Nothing I can really do about it. So there you go, and like I said, you have the really nice blue LED, or any color LED going on through the screen, and it does stay for a while, which is really nice. There's Lion. I forgot to show it off for Shark, but see what I mean? It starts, but it just kind of fizzles out. Shark does the same thing. It is very, very annoying. But, oh well. And just to prove a point, you can actually go the other way if you want to, but I was just doing it the way they do in the show, but just to show you. You don't need to go the 3 rounds the other way. That one doesn't even go. That would not even make a noise. That still makes me laugh. So that is that for the transformation noises. Like I said, the malfunction sounds are a little bit disappointing, but hey, what are you gonna do? And when you go ahead and do the generic ones, 7, 8, or 9, they all do the same thing. You don't even get a light. I don't even care. But if you do it without pressing any of the buttons, it'll do all the colors. And it'll play all 5 animal noises, which is really cool. So it's like a full team transformation. And normally when you press the button, it would say Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger, but alas, mine is broken, so it does not. But that's what it would do if it worked. So that is that for the transformation noises. For the cube summoning noises, go ahead and hit that. My Geo Eagle, or Cube Eagle, rather, summoning sound is a little bit messed up, but most of it's there at the very least. So you press that. When you hit no button, it'll just play a generic noise. That is the same noise that it plays for 7, 8, and 9, so I'm not going to bother doing those. So let's go ahead and do the main 6 cubes. So like I said, the sound was a little bit messed up there. It went Zyuohger, but most of the sound was there. All my other ones are working just fine, so there's that. And just like all the other ones, the LED will shine through onto the screen. As so. And if you press a button afterwards, you just get generic beepy noise. So there is that. And that is all of the cubes. Like I said, those ones do the generic noises. So moving on to the final function, the Mecha Transformation function. Basically what you do here is you press a button and you do any combination of 3 cubes. You can actually do more than 3 cubes, and we'll get to that. But for the main ones, any legal transformation for Zyuoh King, basically anything that will make a like waist, leg, and body portion for Geo King, which includes the eagle. It has to include the eagle. It'll make this noise. So there is that. And just to go along with the Zyuoh King, if we want to use tiger and elephant instead, and it does shine the color of the ranger that it belongs to too. So it doesn't differentiate forms for Zyuoh King. It just knows that if you used eagle and have something that will act as a waist and something that will act as legs, then it registers as Zyuoh King. Now if you use 6, which is the gorilla, it'll do the same thing but for Zyuoh Wild. So there is that. And again, the same thing applies if you want to do like 2, 3, and 6. It'll still say Zyuoh Wild. If you want to do just like 1 cube, let's do 3. It'll just say the number and a generic noise. So that's not too thrilling, but you can mix and match things and make combinations that don't actually work. You just get generic noises in return. Now, of course, there is a combination with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, as well as Kirin and Mogura, or Mogura, yeah, Mogura, Mole and Giraffe, anti, respectively. So you can go ahead and press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and combine them all together. So it adds Kirin and Mogura after you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all together. So that's a really nice touch. I'm going to go ahead and leave the screen open for this one because it's pretty. So I got Wild Zyuoh King, which is the full combination, and it actually goes in the order in which they would land to combine, since elephant's on the top, then lion, then shark, then tiger, then gorilla, then eagle, or eagle, then gorilla, I think it does. But it does in the order that in which it would combine, which is a really cool thing that it does as well. And if you want to go ahead and just hit all of them. So it'll register those as cube 7, 8, 9, but it doesn't actually do anything to any sorts of transformations. And then it just goes back to phone dials. So that is that. And like I said, I'm sorry about the lack of the final Ranger call-out sound, as well as my messed up Cube Eagle call. But there isn't really anything I can do about that. I've been having horrible luck with Bandai Japan products and faulty electronics lately, and that is just my bad, I suppose. But overall, I love this thing. It's great. I really missed having changers that you could just buy and have all of the fun like instantly out of the box. Not having to buy Reshas or not having to buy Ranger keys, although Mobirates had a ton of functionality out of the box. So that was a great changer. But not needing all these little additional gimmick things to make the changer work properly. And that's something I missed from Go Busters, since I love the brace for Go Busters. The Morphin Brace was a fun toy, and this has the same sort of aspects of fun. I kind of wish I had a game mode of some sort, just because I really like it when changers have games in them, and it could have been fun with the whole rotating of the cube thing. But regardless, for the functions, it does. It has a lot of sounds. I like the mecha compatibility. I really wish 7, 8, 9 did something, even though I know it would be kind of spoilers, and they're not going to summon those cubes with this thing anyway. So it's not that big of a deal, but I wish there was a way to summon Kirin, Mogura, and Kuma. Normally, would have been really nice, but alas, it does not. But the switching of the functions is really fun. It's fluid. The LED shines the screen really nice. I love the colors, and the sounds are really fun as well. It's a fun toy to mess with, and that's one thing I missed about Sentai Changers. It's just having a fun toy that can sit on your desk, and you can pick it up, play with some sounds, and set it down, and not have to worry about anything else. It is pretty small. Being a cube, it's not really pocketable. You can't slide it in and out of a pocket easy, but maybe a jacket pocket, but not like your pants pocket. So it's not really a pocketable item of any sort, but it's still really fun. I think kids will really like it. And collectors will like it as well. The sounds are accurate to the show, and it looks really nice. It plays really nice, and I personally haven't had this much fun with a Sentai Changer in quite a while. So I'm glad we're back to the sort of gimmickless approach to Sentai Changers, and I can't wait to see how Zyuoh the World's Changer ends up functioning. If it's not a functioning flashlight, I'm gonna riot. But that's a discussion for a different day. I definitely recommend this one if you have been liking Zyuohger, what you've seen of it so far at the time of your watching. I'm really looking forward to checking out the rest of the line and the rest of the show. So that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.